Welcome to physics class. So 26th problem, if you see, first given data, what is given? Given that h is equal to 20 meters, h is equal to 20 meters, g is equal to 10 meter per second square. We have to find v is equal to how much? So our formula is v is equal to root 2gh. So v is equal to under root of 2 into 10 into 20. So this is equal to root 400, that is equal to 20 meter per second. So this is the solution. For a freely falling body is reaching the ground, then final velocity is equal to how much? The height is given and plus g, it is falling down. As it is falling down, g is taken as positive. Okay, so maximum velocity when it reaches the ground means v is equal to root 2gh. This is our formula. Okay, next 27th question. He has given here two time periods. Given that t1 is equal to 18 seconds, t2 is equal to 12 seconds. Okay, so t1 is equal to 18 seconds, t2 is equal to 12 seconds. So now what we have to do is here one time the body is freely falling, so u is equal to 0, right? At the time t1 how much it has taken? 18 seconds time it has taken. Another time it is thrown vertically downwards. At that time t2 is equal to how much it has taken? 12 seconds it has taken. So it is thrown with some velocity. Here without velocity it is thrown, and here with velocity it is thrown down. Both are taking same height. That is, this is h means this is also h only. Both are having same height. They are falling from same height. But one is without velocity falling down, one is with velocity falling down. That is the difference. So what we have to do here is, first we find out h using this one, half g t1 square you have to do, because u is 0. So you will get half into 10 into 18 square. So we know that 18 square is equal to 324, right? So 5 into 324 is equal to 1620 meters. 1620 meters. Now we got already h is equal to using this time. Now what you have to do? Half, that is not half, it is coming with velocity. So vt plus vt2 plus half gt2 square. It is coming with velocity, right? So v we don't know. V we have to find. We don't know. So t2 we know. It is 12 seconds. So we can write 12v plus half into 10 into 12 square. So 2 1s are 2 5s are cancelled. 144. 12 square is 144. 144 into 5 means you will get 12v plus 720. Okay, this is equal to h. H already we got. How much we got? 1620 meters we got h. Okay, so that is equal to 1620 we can write here. Now take this 720 to this side, it will become minus. So 1620 minus 720 is equal to 12v. But I want v. So 12v is equal to 900. 1620 minus 720 is 900. So v is equal to 900 by 12. So 12 1s are 12 7s are 84. Again 12 5s are 60. So v is equal to 75 meter per second. 75 meter per second. Meter per second. This is the answer. Okay, right. Now 28th question. 28th question. We have t1 is equal to 10 seconds, t2 is equal to 20 seconds. Now we have to find s1, the relationship between s1 and s2 we have to find. What is the relationship between s1 and s2 we have to find. Okay, so both are nothing but starting velocities are 0. u1 is equal to u2 is equal to 0. Both are starting from rest only. So we can find out s1 is equal to half g t1 square. So that is nothing but s1 is equal to half into 10 square. So 2 ones are 2 5s are. So it is s1 is how much we got? 500 meters. This is s1 we got. Okay, right? So similarly we have to find s2 also. Okay, so how to find s2? Now substitute the value of again s2 is equal to half g t2 square you get. So that is nothing but s2 is equal to half into 10 into 20 square you will get. 20 square means how much? 2 ones are 2 5s are cancelled. Okay, 20 square means 400 5s are how much? 2000 meters you will get. So from 1 and 2 what we understand? This is s1 500, this is s2 2000 meters. s2 is 2000 meters. So now what relation you can write? s2 is equal to 4 into s1. If you multiply, you take s1 by s2, otherwise you take s2 by s1 you take. So 2000 by 500 you will get. 0 cancel, 5 1 ja, 5 4 ja. Now cross multiply this s1 to that side, you will get this relation, right? Orally also you can say 500 4 times if you multiply you will get 2000. So like that also you can say. Okay, right? Next 29th one. What are the values given for 29th one? We have to write first given data. 29th question, given data. V is equal to, U is equal to, and S is equal to U is given, right? First V is equal to how much it is given? 20 meter per second. V is equal to 20 meter per second. U is equal to 10 meter per second. And S is equal to 135 meters. So here he is asking us to find A is equal to how much? He is asking us to find A is equal to how much? And afterwards you have to find T is equal to how much? Time he is asking actually. So if you find A, we can easily find time. So we know that A is equal to V square minus U square by 2S. So this is equal to V square is 20 square minus U square is 10 square by 2S means 2 into 135. So how much you will get? 400 minus 100 by 270. Okay. So how much you will get? This is 300 by 270. 0 cancel. 3 10 ja, 3 9 ja. So you will get 10 by 9 meter per second square. This is acceleration you got. So time is equal to V minus U by A. So T is equal to V minus U means 20 minus 10 by 9. That is equal to 10 by 10. This 9 gets reciprocated. So into 9. 10 get cancelled. 10 get cancelled. So remaining how much you will get? 9 seconds. So time is equal to 9 seconds you will get. Right? Okay. First directly we cannot find time. So we wrote acceleration formula. Then using an acceleration value, we found the time value. Okay? Like this. Right. Now 30th question. The given data. First of all, we will write given data. What is given? Distance travelled in nth second. That means nth second is third second. Third second he is saying. So n is equal to 3 here. N is equal to 3. He is asking the distance travelled in nth second means Sn is equal to how much he is asking. So Sn is equal to formula is u plus a into n minus 1 by 2. And moreover a is given as 4 by 3 meter per second square. And he is saying that starting from rest. So u is also 0. So what you will get, Sn is equal to means S third. Distance travelled in third second is equal to 0 plus 4 by 3 into 3 minus 1 by 2. So this is equal to 4 by 3 into 3 minus half is 2 and half. Nothing but 3 2 ja 6, 6 minus 1 5. 5 by 2. So 2 1 ja 2 2 ja cancel. That is equal to 10 by 3 meters is our answer. Like this. Next, 31st question. Here, the mass of the bodies are given. MA is equal to 1 kg, MB is equal to 3 kg. Like this, the masses are given. So, and also heights are given. HA is 16 meters, HB is 25 meters. Like this, heights are also given. Okay. Now he is asking the ratios of their time periods, fall of time periods. So he is asking that T1 is to T2 is equal to how much he is asking. So we already know that time of descent formula is under root of 2h by g. So 2 is constant, g is constant. So TD is proportional to root h. Means time of descent is proportional to height. With greater height you are dropping the object, it takes more time. With lesser height if you drop the object, it will take less time. Okay. So time of descent is proportional to square root of height. So we can write like this: T1 by T2 is equal to square root of HA by HB. Okay. It is directly proportional. So that's why we got 1 by 2 is A by B. We got same to same, right? Because it is directly proportional. If it is inversely proportional, this will be reversed. Right. So now this is equal to under root of 16 by 25. So this is equal to 16 we can write as 4 square. 16 we can write as 4 square. 25 we can write as 5 square. So here 4 square by 5 square means this square we can write as whole square. So T1 by T2 is equal to under root of 4 by 5 whole square. Square and the root get cancelled. That is equal to 4 by 5. That is nothing but T1 is to T2 is equal to 4 is to 5. This is our answer. The time difference, time ratios will be like this. If your height ratios are like this, the time ratios will be like this. Okay. 32nd question. He is saying that a body is vertically projected up. After reaching the midpoint, its velocity is 10 meters per second. After reaching the final point, we don't know initial velocity. After reaching the midpoint, its velocity is 10 meters per second. And final velocity will be 0 at the maximum point. So he is asking, what is this height? A particular height he is asking. How much height it is raised after its velocity become 10 meters per second. Then how much height it has raised. So here this h value is asking. H is equal to how much? Right? And g value you can take it as minus g because it is going up. So it will be negative. Okay? Right? So we can take g value as 10 meter per second square. And we have to find h. So h is equal to what we can say is v square minus u square by 2g. Okay, so what we can write here now, h is equal to v square, 0 square, and 0 square minus u square, 10 square, 10 square by 2 into minus 10. Why minus? Because it is going up, that's why I can take in here minus. So now what you will get? So here overall we can write here, so h is equal to minus 100 by minus 20, 0 0 cancel, minus minus cancel, 2 1 ja, 2 5 ja, so h is equal to 5 meters is our answer, right? Next, so he is asking one thing here in the 33rd question. What he is asking means, the balls are thrown like this, the balls are thrown like this, the balls are thrown here, so at least 3 balls should be in the air, at least 3 balls should be in the air, he is asking. For that, what is the condition? With what velocity we have to throw the first ball? The first ball should be thrown with what velocity? With what velocity the first ball should be thrown? What is the condition for throwing the first ball? In order to throw, all the balls should be in the air. So all the balls should be in the air means here the each ball how much it is throwing means we have to understand here, right? So each ball what is the time of flight of each ball you have to understand. So here he is saying that with what velocity it should be thrown. So here he is saying that the 4 seconds is the time of flight for each ball he is saying. So the time of flight should be greater than 4 seconds. So time of flight means formula is 2u by g. So 2u by g should be greater than 4 seconds. Greater than 4 seconds. So you send this, you just substitute these values here. What you will get? U 2u by g is how much? 9.8 you take. Sometimes you can take 9.8, sometimes you can take 19.6. If it is given in the question 9.8 only you should take. If it is not given in the question, you can take 10 meter per second square. So 2 1s are 2, 4.9 greater than 4. You cross multiply this one to this side. So you get u is greater than 4 into 4.9. So that is nothing but u is greater than 19.6 meter per second. If u is greater than 19 meter per second, then only we can make the balls in the slide. First ball should be thrown with the 19.86 meter per second, and next ball should be thrown with the 19 meter per second, and third ball should also be thrown with the 19.6 meter per second. Then only all 3 balls will be, at least greater than 2 balls will be in the sky. So this is the question. So 34th question. What he is saying is a body is vertically projected up. The height traveled in the how much in the t second, means the last second, right? Suppose the total time taken to travel this much height is capital H time, capital H height it has to travel means it has taken capital T seconds. Suppose it has taken t seconds, suppose, and the here to here it has to travel means how much time it has taken. Suppose y distance it has taken t minus small t time. Total time taken is capital T, and here this point to this point last second is t seconds, and up to last seconds is y distance. For that it has taken the total time minus this time is t minus t seconds. So we have to subtract this distance with this distance to get this distance. So h is equal to h minus y we have to do. This is our target. This is we have to do. Okay. So to do this one, what we have to do, first of all, write down h value. We know h value, that is u capital T minus half g t square, the total height reached by the body. Small y is equal to u into t minus t minus 1 by 2 g t minus t whole square. Okay, and now let us expand this. What you will get, this is equal to u capital T minus u small t minus half g into t square minus plus small t square minus 2t minus 2t you get. Okay, right? Next, phi this is. So y is equal to, I am rewriting this, u capital T minus small t minus half g t square minus half g t square plus half g into 2 capital T small t. Okay, this term I will write here once again. You will get here plus half g into capital T small t, capital T small t. Okay, half g into capital T into small t into 2 is there here, 2. So into 2 into 2, and this 2 get cancelled. This 2 will get cancelled after multiplication. This 2 and this 2 will be getting cancelled. So g capital T small t will be there. So now what should we do? H minus y we should do. This minus this. Okay. So write down h minus y means, first write down h equation. So what is that h equation? ut minus half gt square minus ut minus small ut minus half gt square minus capital T square, this is capital T square, small t square, and next you will get plus g into t. So you are doing minus. Whenever you subtract, minus becomes plus, plus becomes minus. Here plus is there, so it becomes minus. Here minus is there, so plus. Here minus is there, it becomes plus. Here minus is there, it becomes plus. Here plus is there, it becomes minus. So ut cancel, half gt square cancel, and here what is remaining? ut plus half gt square minus g into, here we can write t is equal to u by g. T is equal to u by g we can write. Okay. So in the place of t we can write u by g. The total time taken to reach the maximum height is u by g. So u by g into t. So g get cancelled. You will get ut. Here minus, here plus ut is there. Here minus ut is there. So this minus ut and this plus ut get cancelled. So remaining you get is half gt square. This is equal to h. So here the height will be equal to small h is equal to half gt square. Like this we get answer. Okay. Like this we have to solve. Now 35th question. So what he is saying means, a body is vertically projected up with v velocity So in between it is getting 10 meter per second velocity, and final velocity at maximum height is 0. What is the total height he is asking? What is the total height he is asking? At midpoint its velocity is given 10 meter per second. So here to here the height will be h by 2. Now you know this velocity and distance you know. So you apply the formula v square minus u square is equal to 2gh. Okay, as it is going upwards, g is taken as negative. So we know g value is equal to 10 meter per second square. So here h, in place of h we have to replace this h by 2. We have to take h by 2. Why? Because the height is here h by 2 between these two velocities. So you take here v is equal to 0, u is equal to 10 meter per second, and g is equal to minus 10 meter per second square, and we have to find this h value. H in the place of h we are taking h by 2. Okay, no problem. So now substitute these values in this equation. 0 square minus 10 square is equal to h is replaced with what? H by 2. We are replacing h by 2, right? So you are right down here, minus 2 into 10 into h by 2. Okay, we will try to find h by 2, but we will get a total height only. So we will find this total height only. If you get h by 2 value, means automatically h value you will get no. So like that. So here this is equal to minus 100 is equal to minus 20 into h by 2. So minus cancel. You take this 20 to that side, what you will get? H by 2 is equal to 100 by 20, 0 cancel, 2 1 0 to 5 0. So h by 2 is equal to 5 meters we got. So h is equal to, you cross multiply this 2 to this side, you will get 5 into 2, 10 meters. So 10 meters is the total height. Total height is 10 meters, half height is 5 meters. Like this we can find out. 35th one. So here what he is asking is, in the 36th question, a body is there, suppose this is a body. If it starts with the initial velocity of 40 km per hour, it traveled some distance of 2 meters and stopped here. After braking, he applied brakes, it went on 2 meters distance and stopped. Suppose the body is traveling with 80 kilometers per hour. If the body is traveling with 80 kilometers per hour, how much distance it takes to stop the vehicle? This is the question he is asking. Okay. So this is the question he is asking. So for the stopping distance formula we should write first of all. Okay. From that we can derive this one easily. So we know that for the first case I am writing. So for the first case, v square minus u square is equal to 2as. From this we can find a value. A is equal to v square minus u square by 2s. So from this we can find a value. So what is a value? We can find v is equal to 0. So 0 square minus u square means how much is 40. 40 can be written as 40 into 5 by 18. So why 5 by 18 means I am converting kilometer per hour to meter per second. So that's why I will get here 5 by 18. Okay, because it is in meters, no? Distance is in meters, so I converted kilometer per hour to meter per second. So to get this, what we have to do? 2 9s are, 2 20s are, 25s are, 100 by 9 you will get. 100 by 9 you will get, right? Okay. Next, Here 80 km per hour means 80 into 5 by 18. 2 9s are 2 40s are, that is nothing but 200 by 9 meter per second you will get. So now in the first case we are dealing with, so here 0 square minus 100 by 9 whole square divided by 2 into 2 meters, this is 2 meters here in the first case. So 2 into 2, that is equal to minus 100 square means 10,000 by 81 into 2 into 2. This is nothing but 1 goes up, 2 is multiplied with 9. So 2 into 2. So this square belongs to both 100 and 9. You should be very careful. And 2 ones are 2 5,000s. 2 ones are 2 2500s. So you will get minus 2500 by 81 is equal to A. You got A value. Now we have to find what S value we have to find. So in the second case what happened? S is equal to V square minus U square by 2A. So V is as usual 0 in the second case also, minus U square means it is 200 by 9 square. 200 by 9 square divided by 2 into minus 2500 by 81. So what you get here is minus 400, that is 40,000 by 200 square means 40,000, minus 40,000 square by 81 by, here 2 into 2500 means 5,000, so minus 5,000 by 81. So 81 cancel, minus minus cancel, here 3 zeros cancel, so 5 ones are 5 8s are. So you got S is equal to 8 meters. Here S is equal to how much we got? 8 meters is our answer. Okay. So like these two cases we have to use and we have to find the distance. Okay. Next 37th question. 37th question, what he is given? V is equal to 144 km per hour. V is equal to 144 kmph. So this is equal to 144 into 5 by 18. So what we get here? 18 ones are 18 8s are. Okay. So 8 5s are 40 meter per second you will get. V is equal to 40 meter per second and U is equal to 0 we got. And the time is given, T is equal to 20 seconds. T is equal to 20 seconds. Okay. So here distance is equal to V plus U by 2 into T. V plus U by 2 into T. So you know that V is equal to 40. 40 plus U is 0 by 2 into T. T is 20 seconds. So what we get? 2 ones are 2 10s are get cancelled. So 40 into 10 is 400 meters. S is equal to 400 meters. Like this we can get the answer. Next, 38th question. So in the 38th question, what is given? U1 is given. U1 is equal to 0 and V1 is equal to 3 meter per second. Right? And if U2 is equal to 4 meter per second, if U2 is equal to 4 meter per second, then what will be V2? What will be V2 is asking. So for that, what we have to do is, we have to find height, because they are falling from the same height. If U is equal to 0, it takes V is equal to 3 meter per second. Same if they are falling from the same height again. Here U is equal to 4 meter per second you are taken. Then V is equal to how much at the time is asking. So for that reason we have to find height. Height is the same in this case. height is same in this case. So using these two we have to find height. So v square minus u square is equal to 2gh. So u is 0, so this is 0, u square is 0, v square means 9, 9 is equal to 2 into 10 into h. Okay, so I want h is equal to 9 by 20. 9 by 20 you will get h. Okay, so 9 by 20 means nearly it is equal to 0.45 meters. 0.45 meters you will get h is equal to 0.45 meters. Okay, right. Now so here we got in the 38th question continuation h is equal to 0.45 meters we got. So u2 is equal to, it is falling with 4 meter per second, and v2 is equal to how much is asking, right? So again v2 square is equal to u2 square plus 2gh. So what we get, u2 square means 4 square plus 2 into 10 into 0.45. So what we get here is 16 plus 20 into 5 means again 4.5 into 2 is 9, right? So 25 you will get. So v2 square is equal to 25, v2 is equal to root over 25, so v2 is equal to 5 meter per second. This is our answer, like this way. Okay, right. Next question. 39th question. What is the given data? Here one tap is given here. From the tap drops are falling, water drops are falling. So the tap is at height of 5 meters. This is the first drop, this is the second drop, this is the third drop. 3 drops of water are falling like this. First drop has taken 1 second time to reach the ground. Okay, how sir means the time taken by first drop is equal to under root of 2h by g, that is equal to under root of 2 into 5 by 10. So what you will get, t1 is equal to 1 second. So it has taken 1 second time to reach this point. If it is taken 1 second time, when it is reaching the ground, at the time third drop is released. So that's why what we can say, each drop is taking, we can say 0.5 seconds and 0.5 seconds time. So after first drop fall down, 0.5 seconds time, second drop started and third drop started. After 0.5 seconds time, for second drop is taking 0.5 seconds, after that third drop started. Okay, so the interval between two drops is 0.5 seconds we can take. Between first drop and second drop also we have 0.5 seconds interval. Here first drop to second drop 0.5, second drop to third drop 0.5 seconds. Like that time interval is there. So for second drop the time interval is 0.5 seconds. So time of fall of second drop height is equal to what we can tell of gt square, gt2 square. So here this is t2 is 0.5. So what we will get, half into 10 into 0.5 whole square. So 2 ones are 2 5s are. So this is equal to 1.25 meters. The second drop is at a distance of 1.25 meters from the tap. from the tap. The distance of the second drop from the tap is 1.25 meters. 1.25 meters. But he is asking from the ground how much distance it is. From the ground how much distance? The distance of the second drop from the ground. The distance of the second drop from the ground how much? How much he is asking. So total is 5 meters. And from top to here second drop is 1.25 meters. So from the ground distance of second drop is equal to 5 minus 1.25, that is equal to 3.75 meters. This is our answer. From the ground the second drop's distance is asked. So that is here to here 1.25. Here to here how much? So total is 5 meters. Total is 5 meters. So 5 minus 1.25, you will get this height. 3.75 meters. Yes. So 40th question. 40th question is like this. There is a car. It is accelerating with alpha meter per second square. After accelerating, it will reach a maximum velocity v. From then onwards again it will decelerate. It starts from rest and again reaches rest and stops with rest and stops to rest. That means its final velocity will be 0 and initial velocity will be reachable. It starts from rest and takes rest. So in this, the time interval that is lapsed is a total time interval that has taken for this process is t seconds. Total time it has taken. So we assume here to here as a t1 seconds. Here to here we assume it as a t2 seconds. Now he is asking what is the maximum velocity reachable. He is asking. So for this final velocity here the equation will be v is equal to u plus alpha t1, because we are using the formula v is equal to u plus at. We are using the formula v is equal to u plus at. So v is equal to u plus alpha. A is alpha. Here A is acceleration is alpha and t is t1. So you are taking v is equal to alpha. But this is 0. So v is equal to alpha t1. So t1 is equal to v by alpha. This is number 1, first case. In the second phase, this is final velocity. So this is deceleration. So negative will be given for this one. It is deceleration. So again we have to write v is equal to here 0. Final velocity is 0 here. So 0 is equal to u is v minus bt2. Take this minus to this side, we get v is equal to beta t2. So t2 is equal to v by beta. See, a is equal to b or b is equal to a, both are same. This one taken to this side means this one is equal to this one or this one is equal to this one, both are same. Nothing to worry, okay? So we got t1 and we got t2. At this time must be equal to t. So t1 plus t2 is equal to v by alpha plus v by beta. This is equal to t. Take v common in the numerator. We get v of 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta is equal to t. Now take LCM. What we get? V of alpha beta is a LCM. Alpha plus beta you will get in the numerator. Alpha beta is LCM. Alpha beta is LCM. Alpha beta times it goes, so beta plus beta alpha times it goes, so alpha. So beta plus alpha or alpha plus beta both are same. A plus b is equal to b plus a. So now cross multiplication, this goes to numerator, this comes to denominator. So v is equal to alpha beta t by alpha plus beta. So this is the final maximum velocity. This is the maximum velocity reached by the car. Like this you can calculate. Okay. Right. 41 question. What is given is u is equal to 20 kilometers, v is equal to 60 kilometers, and that is per hour. Okay. And next he is asking, here time is also given as 4 hours. He is asking s is equal to how much? This is the question. Very simple. Just now we have done. S is equal to v plus u by 2 average velocity into time. So that is what we get. So 20 plus 60 by 2 into 4. So that is nothing but 80 by 2 into 4. 4 2 1s are 2 2s are cancel. 80 into 2 is 160 kilometers. 160 kilometers is our answer. Like this we can calculate. Okay. Thank you.